California. Welcome to the Late Late Show. I'm your host, TV's Craig Ferguson. Please sit down, relax, take off all your clothes. Hang them up over the screen. I'll just go and wash my hands. That's just creepy, isn't it? It's a great day for America, everybody. I'll tell you why. Warren Buffett is giving away $37.1 billion. Do you hear about this? He's giving it away. Giving it away to charity. Yeah, but he's giving it away. Like, what about some for the working stiffs? Anyway, he's giving it... Actually, most of it he's given to the Bill Gates Charitable Foundation. No, I didn't finish high school, I admit. But $37.1 billion, I know that's a lot of cash. Of course, the point one doesn't really matter. What's point one of $1 billion? 100 million! Point one, that's just point one. That's like pocket change for him. If your pants are the size of France, it's like pocket change. God, pocket's too small. In the old days, when a rich man wanted to get rid of all his money, he just got married. Now they give it away. It's a big gesture with a giant check and a press release. I would never say that marriage was about giving money away. For legal reasons, I would never mention that. That's true, actually. Now, listen, Warren Buffett, internationally famous guy. In France, they call him Warren Buffet. He made a fortune in all-you-can-eat restaurants, I think. That's right. I'm kidding. Warren Buffett is the brother of Jimmy Buffett. Yeah, they were raised by parrots in a vast estate in Margaritaville. Jimmy Buffett, though, he's rich too. He is, in fact, the second richest Buffett in the world. I see a pattern. You want to make a lot of money? Change your name to Buffett. Join me tomorrow night on The Late Late Show with Craig Buffett. TV's Craig Buffett. I feel richer already. Actually, Buffett made his huge fortune through his company, Berkshire Hathaway, it's called. He's the world's second richest man. You know who's really excited about this donation? Is the world's third richest man, because he moves up. In fact, we've all just moved up. Oh, that's not bad. See the effect? That's trickle-down, move-up economics or something. I don't know. I wonder if you'll regret giving away that $37 billion. I wonder if, you could be walking past a store tomorrow and go, ow, I could have bought that if I'd have hung on. He could be walking by a store that had, I don't know, Sweden in the window and say, oh, I could have bought Sweden. Instead, I'll just get a guitar. No, I think he made his money. He's a wizard at the stock market. And I used to play the stock market back in the late 1990s. I'm not that old. Back in the late 1990s, everybody with $20 would play the market. And, everybody was playing the market. I had almost $20. So I played it too. It was a crazy time. Everyone was talking, and people in the street were talking about stocks. They were... it's like the way they talk about sports now. Everybody was doing it. The guy at Starbucks would say, here's your mochaccino and buy Qualcomm. Everyone would say it. It's true. It was crazy. And at that time, I was reading a book. Yeah, don't bother yourself about it. But it was a book I was reading, and it was a book about Joe Kennedy, who is JFK's father, right? He was a very rich guy through certain things. And... He was what they call, actually, the original gangster, I suppose, wasn't he? Yeah, but that's all rumour and hearsay and not true. It's true. Anyway, Joe Kennedy had a lot of money, and he would play a lot with it on the stock market. And just before the 1929 stock market crash, he was getting his shoes shined, and the shoe shine boy asked him for a stock tip. And at that point, Joe Kennedy said, there's too many people in the market, I'm going to get out. And he missed the big crash in 1929. So I saw this. I thought, this is happening again. So I called my broker. I said, get me out of everything. And he said, let me get this straight. You want me to sell your entire portfolio, which consists of one share in IHOP. What should I do with the $5, Mr. Ferguson? Should I buy a candy bar, perhaps? I had the last laugh, though, because 2 weeks later the market crashed. Ha-ha! I could have lost that $5. Oh, it's a laughing matter to you, but I'm Scottish. That's $5. Anyway, the stock market's maybe it's just gambling, really, isn't it? It's gambling for people in suits. I once took a tour of the American Stock Exchange, right? And I was looking around, like a tour around it. And it just seemed to me like off-track betting. You know, it was just guys, you know, with better-dressed degenerates. But it was the same thing, you know. People yelling and screaming and waving tickets and everything. It was chaos. I don't believe in the stock market. I don't have anything to do with it. I like to keep my money somewhere safe. Somewhere where it's impossible to steal. Under my mattress. Cash under the mattress. What could possibly go wrong? If you get... But don't try and steal it. You get past the guard dogs and the moat with sharks. And then you'll find 2 treasure chests in my house. One filled with gold doubloons. The other filled with more sharks, just in case. So don't even try it. Actually, once I built the moat with the sharks in it, I run out of money. There's nothing left. You wouldn't believe the price of a shark in L.A. People actually think I know a lot about the financial markets because there's a famous Australian currency trader whose name is also Craig Ferguson. This is true. Whenever I Google myself, he comes up. Get your mind out of the gutter! Whenever I Google myself, boom, a currency expert. Well, I go out for dinner first, then I come home. No, whenever I Google myself, his name comes up. I've thought about contacting him, but I think it might cause a rift in the whole space-time continuum. It might be like in Star Trek where Spock had a beard in the other universe. Maybe we should switch jobs, me and the currency Craig Ferguson. No, maybe not. But just for a week, but his clients would end up they would end up poor, actually, and my audience would end up poorly entertained. But I think you're used to it by now. I think I've toughened you up. I think you're ready. You're ready. You're ready for a monologue by an accountant.
Hey, I'm accountancy's Craig Ferguson. Whoa, cheeky monkeys. Wow, I tell you what, the Dow, oh, what's that all about?
You know, there's also, now I've admitted to Googling myself, there's also an NHL hockey player named Craig Ferguson. Yeah, so that's 3 Craig Fergusons. Rumour is, actually, that he's been seen noodling around with Paris Hilton. No, I'm not lying. This is heard about it because, you know, which means it might be a lie, obviously. But I heard about it because I got a call from a reporter last week who asked me if I was noodling around with Paris Hilton. Now, I'll tell you the honest truth. I've never met Paris Hilton, but you can't tell that to a reporter. You start telling reporters the truth, they'll expect the truth all the time. I'm not going to tell the truth to a reporter. So then, I'm not kidding, it's true. It was someone calling from Las Vegas. I'm doing a show in Vegas at the end of the week, and they were talking. And so they said, you know, are you seeing Paris Hilton? And I said, I can't comment on that at this time. So they think I am. But I'm not. Oh. Maybe the Australian currency trader is seeing Paris Hilton. And that's how it came up. Or she's seen the hockey player and the accountant. Would Paris do that? Sorry, she's backstage. She's got a very recognisable cackle. Have you never... Wait, maybe in the space, maybe I've got, like, maybe I'm crazy and I am both of these people. Maybe I am hockey player Craig Ferguson and accountant Craig Ferguson. That would explain why I'm so tired. It would also explain the chipped teeth and the herpes, if I'm being, you know... about in the future if Craig Ferguson is remembered as just one person? Like history will remember Craig Ferguson, a man who had a great career in hockey and currency trading, and also a brief and insignificant career in broadcasting on CBS. That's heartening, is it? Makes me feel rather sad. I think I have to take a commercial break.
Worldwide Pants.